Hello cactus and succulent lovers, and welcome to another video. In my last video I showed you 4 new cacti that I bought, including this so-called moon cactus, which is a Gymnocalycium Mihanavichii, variegated, grafted onto a Hylocereus rootstock. And the reason I got this was because I wanted to try grafting some of these little pups onto another stock which is likely to last longer. Now, I was in two minds. Am I going to do this sort of sooner rather than later, or am I going to wait till next growing season when the rootstock is growing a bit quicker? Now, it's said that if you're an impatient person, then cactus growing is not for you because they take a long time to grow. It's also said that if you're an impatient person, then you should take up cactus growing because it'll teach you the patience that you don't yet have. And now, I'm hedging my bets on this because I've decided I'm going to do some grafting now and wait till next year before I do some more, and I will see what happens. So I don't have a lot of stock that's in particularly good condition, but I have selected this Myrtillocactus, which, as you can see, it was a failed graft originally. I let it grow a pup. I then tried to graft again, and that failed, and it's now grown 2 pups. So I'm going to try and graft the top of each of these 2. And I've got much the same story with this Trichocereus Pachanoi, which was a failed graft, and it's got 2 fairly good pups. They're looking a little bit mucky. I think there might have been a bit of spider mice on there, but I think they'll be okay. Now the question is, why did my grafts fail? And I've had quite a lot of failed grafts. And I think one of the problems is that when I've been grafting, I've been chopping, if I just show you, sort of relatively way down, with a view to saving the top part, which I can then reroot and regrow, and the same with these. I've been sort of told that this is not always a good idea because the growing tip has growth hormones that sort of tell the tip to grow, and they only really exist in the very tip. So if you cut further down, you're less likely to get a successful graft. So with these, I mean, these are not particularly pretty looking plants. They're ones that I'm willing to do a bit of experimentation with. So I'm going to cut the top off very close to the tips of these, and I'm probably not going to even attempt to save the tips to reroot. In the hope that these will that the grafts will take, and they'll start growing fairly quickly. Now I'm probably going to put these grafts, once they've had a week or so to attach, I'll probably put them in my grow tent, where they'll get plenty of light and should be able to continue growing fairly well over the winter months. It's a sort of controlled higher temperature with plenty of light. Not a lot of room for many big plants in there. It's mainly fairly small plants, but I think I've got a couple that have died, so I've got a couple of slots that have become available. So I will, after grafting, I will put these in there. So I'm not going to show you the actual grafting process, but what I will do is now go and pause the video, and I will come back in half an hour or so when I have finished actually doing the grafts and show you the results. And there we go. So in each case I took 1 pup from the mother plant from the side of this. I twisted it off. I sliced it down the middle, so I have 1 top graft and 1 butt graft of each pup. The stock was cut fairly close to the top, and I beveled it as per my normal practice. And slightly awkward getting the grafting tape on because in this case the 2 heads were quite close together, and I couldn't really poke it between them very easily, but I think I've managed to do it okay. And then the same with this. These are a little bit more separated, so that wasn't quite so difficult. Now, one thing I did notice is that I've fairly recently watered the Trichocereus here, and it's very juicy and sticky, and looks like it's gonna adhere quite quickly. This was actually a little bit dehydrated. I didn't realise quite how dehydrated it was, so it's not particularly juicy. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I will probably give it some water just to sort of rehydrate it while it's trying to adhere. I'm not sure if that's the best practice or not, but we will see. So now I'm going to leave these for probably a week, maybe 10 days, little bit longer this time of year because temperatures are a bit cooler. And we'll see if they've stuck, and if they do, that's all good. I'll remove the grafting tape and I'll then place them in the grow tent, possibly for the first few days with a bit of tissue paper over them, just to sort of acclimatise them to the new lighting conditions more quickly. And with any luck, I'll have 4 growing moon cactus grafts on a slightly more long-term stock than what it originally came on. That's the hope, that's my experiment, and you'll have to wait till next year to find out whether they've really succeeded. I may do an interim update to show any progress that there is. So thank you very much for watching. Do click like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. Happy cactusing, everyone!